Reverend Deacons, Sisters, Dr. Shipman, Dr. Duquette, Dr. Earth, faculty and staff, parents, alumni, honored guests, and very importantly, my dear fellow graduates. It is my honor and privilege to be standing here before you today. I am humbled, for unaccustomed to public speaking as I am, I fear I do not have the proper words to address such beloved family, friends, professors, and mentors as you have been and are to me. As I reflect on these past 3 years, I realize how much I have grown, how much we all have grown in our time here. It is impossible to thank you all as I would like to, but I do wish to share a few words of gratitude on behalf of us graduates to the core professors who have been a big part of our time here and who have dedicated their time, their hearts, and their lives to searching for and imparting the truth to us students. Dear Mr. Shaken, thank you for your dedication to SWC and to the students. Your never-ending sense of humor is much appreciated. Thank you for imprinting on us that Lassie is a dog. For always making sure that Zoom students were included in class. And for the way you have of making dry, challenging material become interesting and memorable. Dear Dr. Pearson, thank you for your contemplative outlook. You truly deepened our knowledge of literature, always directing us to search for the hidden truth present in all literature which point us to Christ. Your wit is subtle but keen, and we enjoyed its special appearances. Dear Mr. Nicholson, thank you for your love of beauty and for your love of Scripture. You helped us to see what is important in life and to realize the importance of searching for the spiritual meaning of Scripture, which truly nourishes the soul and leads us to union with Christ. Dear Dr. Beresford, thank you. I think we can all agree that your classes were such fun times. Who else can so excellently blend philosophy and theology, along with Chestertonian wit and paradox, into science and math? The wisdom you imparted to us will stay with us and will help us as we journey forwards in life. Dear Mr. Meaden, thank you for always being there for us students. Without you, this school would not be the same. Not only do you form us intellectually and spiritually, but you also help to form us holistically by allowing us to enjoy good company and music by your firesides, taking us on hikes, and encouraging us to enjoy God's beautiful world around us. Dear Dr. Shaw, thank you for imparting to us the skill of reading and studying the story of the past. You did put us through a lot of pain. We know that you did so only for our good, because you are able to see the potential in everyone. And once you have seen it, you wish them to develop into themselves as fast as possible. Dear Dr. Alberg, thank you for teaching us to ruminate on the truth and to not give up on finding it, even when it is slow, but to keep going with a cup of coffee as company. We will always remember that the common good is greater than the individual good, and that it makes the individual good and lovable. Dear Dr. Hines, thank you for always smiling, for patiently teaching us Latin, for exciting us about Latin, and for making all your classes feel like we are not in class. We savor the occasions of your deep, insightful, and beautiful reflections. They resonated in our minds and hearts, helping us to apply the truth we learned to life. And now, it is fitting to turn to St. John Paul II, after whom this award takes its name. John Paul II, in his address to young people at World Youth Day in 2000, said, and I quote, "It is Jesus who stirs in you the desire to do something great with your lives, the will to follow an ideal, the refusal to allow yourselves to be grounded down by mediocrity, the courage to commit yourselves humbly and patiently to improving yourselves and society, making the world more human and more fraternal." End quote. Indeed, as John Paul II said, it is Jesus who stirs the heart. It is Jesus who calls. He has called each of us to this college to cultivate and free our intellects by studying the liberal arts. For the liberal arts impart not only knowledge, but knowledge as a whole. John Henry Newman writes, I quote, "The educated man apprehends the great outlines of knowledge, the principles on which it rests, the scale of its parts, its lights and its shades, its great points and its little, as he otherwise cannot apprehend them." End quote. During our time here, we have seen that this is true. We have experienced the beauty of a holistic education, and we are the better for it. To my fellow graduates, as our time of SWC draws to an end, or for some nearly to an end, I would like to say, in the words of the 5th century Gallo-Roman aristocrat and bishop, Sidonius of Apollinaris, "Since the grades of rank are now abolished, which once distinguished the high from the low, hereafter the mark of nobility will be the knowledge of letters. Indeed, we have come here from different places of the world, but as we go out into the world, willing and ready to make the world a better place, we are united by a common bond of friendship. That is that of our time of education here. And to you who will remain, I wish to exhort you, as Dr. Hines tells us, to fill up your backpacks while you are here, to be eager to learn, to seek to learn, to love to learn, so that on the great journey of life you will be prepared and can draw on the knowledge that you have gained while here. Thus, sharing it with others, we may spread the truth in the world, the truth that will set us free to reach the end to which Christ calls each one of us to come away to, that is, to perfect unity with God in heaven.